Okay, class. So, may I call Mr. Faria to please lead the prayer? In the Father, Son, Holy Spirit, Amen. In the Father, Son, Holy Spirit, Amen. So, good morning, class. Okay, I hope you have a great morning. So, before we start with our topic, I would like to have Mr. Kaindok to please lead and energize, sir. So, please. Okay, so I hope everyone is energized. And for now, I would like to have some drill before we start with our topic. So if you're familiar with this is called 4 peaks, 1 word. So, but this is somehow different from 4 peaks, 1 word because it is only 1 word. This comes with 2 words. So, can I have someone to please answer this activity? Okay, Mr. Alemania? Okay, correct. So it is carpentry tools. So it is very obvious that it has 9 letters and the second word has 5 letters. So it comes with carpentry tools with a hammer, tri-square, plumb bob, and this level bar. Okay. So before we are going to discuss, I would like to have some recap into what did we discuss yesterday. So, can I have someone to please have a short recap from the discussion we had yesterday? So, Miss Malbashas? Okay, so we did discuss about the region of construction and its history. So, for now, we are going to touch with the prepared construction materials and tools. So, I would let you to know the terms that will be used in our discussion will go. So first, bill, you have to be familiar with bill because we will going to use that in the discussion. So bill, it is a statement of payment due to goods and services. So if you're familiar with electric bill, water bill, so those are bills, those are example of bills. Next is damage. A destruction, injury, or harm to a person or thing. So damage, broken, or broken. Next is job. A piece of work of a definite extent or character for a set of fee. So job, if you are looking for money, then you are going to touch with job. You're looking for job. Material. It is a stuff upon which a thing is made. So this material comes with consumable things. This is somehow different from those. Next is requisition. Acts of requiring something to be furnished. A written request for something authorized but not made available automatically. So this requisition comes with a paper. You have to fill in there some needed information for you to request something with authorization. Next is quantity. So when you say quantity, it is a number or amount in size. Quantity is different from quality because quantity somehow is from ml, liter. So it comes with amount or sizes. This work, something made or accomplished. So work is somehow similar with output or an activity that has been made. So next, we're going to touch with the types and uses of construction materials and tools. So there are materials in construction, namely lumber, nails, cement, sand, plywood, and gravel. So these are some common materials found in construction. Excuse me, guys. So lumber is a sawn timber. So this is an example of lumber. You can see this in houses or buildings. Next is nails. This is made out of metal used for fastening woods. So this is a nails for those who don't know what's nails. And this is for fastening woods. Next is cement, a powdered substance which when mixed with water acts as binder of aggregate. So this is what a cement looks like. So this is mixed with water for a stronger, compact. Then sand, a fine gritty substance found in the shore and desert. So everyone is familiar with sand because it is common. You can see this everywhere, mostly in the beaches, and this is also one of the materials in construction because it is mixed with cement. Next is plywood, thin cross-laminated sheet of wood. So plywood, this is an example of plywood. This comes with different sizes, different width, different thickness. Next is gravel, coarse aggregate. So this is what a gravel looks like. So this is also one of the materials in construction. So next, we're going to tackle about the construction tools. So construction tools, example is pull push rule, claw hammer, crosscut saw, rip saw, plumb bag, tri-square, hacksaw, lever bar. So these tools comes with different uses. So pull push rule, used for measuring long distances. So I guess not all though this pull push rule. So this is what a pull push rule looks like. This comes with inches, centimeter, millimeter, meter. Next is claw hammer. A claw hammer is used for driving and pulling out nails. So claw hammer comes with like this. It is called claw hammer because of this, used for pulling out nails, and this is used for fastening the nails. Crosscut saw, tool used for cutting across the grain. So when you say across, it is somehow like this. If the grain is like this, it is somehow like this. So this is what a crosscut saw looks like. Rip saw, used for cutting along the grain. So when you say along the grain, it is along the grain. So this is what a rip saw looks like. So if you're confused with crosscut saw and rip saw, I have here the difference. A crosscut saw looks like this. They differ from its teeth. A crosscut saw looks like this. However, this rip saw looks like this. Its rip tip is like that. There is a vertical with rip saw. Then plumb bob. This is used for vertical alignment. A plumb bob looks like this. So that is what a plumb bob looks like, which usually used in vertical alignment upon constructing something. Next is tri-square, used to test the squareness of a stock. So a tri-square looks like this. It usually comes with letter L, as you can see. Next is hacksaw, fine tooth saw used to cut metals and pipes. So hacksaw is different from rip saw and crosscut saw. Hacksaw is only used for metals. So this is what a hacksaw looks like. So it comes with metals. The parts of it comes with metals. Lever bar, tool used in checking vertical and horizontal position. So this is what a lever bar looks like. it comes with this claw. So now we're going to touch with the requisition procedure. So it is very important that we know the procedure in requiring something, materials, may it be tools or materials. So requisition procedure comes with a paper which you're going to fill in the necessary things. So requisition list looks like this. It is in example a requisition form. So first you have to state the name of the project and date when you requested for materials. So the name of the materials, you have to state the materials or tools you are going to request. Next is fill in the classification of the project and its purposes. So you have to fill in the classification of the project and its purposes. So next is write the number of required materials. So write the number, you have to write the number, how many tools, how many materials you're going to request. Next is list the unit of materials to be requisitioned. So you have to list the unit. Example of unit are pieces, kilo, liter. That are some example of unit. Next is enumerate the materials with their description. So you have to enumerate there the materials with their description. List the cost per unit and the total cost. So you have to list the cost per unit. So for example, if the kilo of nails comes with 90 per kilo, you have to state there 90 and how many kilos times how many kilos. So you will get the total cost of that material. Then write your name as a requisitioner. So as you can see, there it is written below the form requisitioner. You have to write your name there for validation. And secure the approval of authorities concerned. So you have to secure the approval, because if not, then you are not able to borrow or request something, because it is very important that this authorities concerned should have an approval. Should approve your request. So this comes with supply officer and shop teacher. So you have to let them know that these are the things you are to borrow. So next is requested material and tools according to prepared list. So bill of materials. A bill of materials is a list of all things needed in a project together with their description, sizes, and amount of price. All information needed should be in the bill of materials. So there are parts of the bill of materials. Quantity tells the amount of materials to be purchased. So how many materials you're going to purchase, you're going to acquire. The next unit gives the measure of materials to be purchased. So as I have said, kilo, liter, pieces. Then description states the detailed name of materials. So description, the name of the materials you're going to acquire. The next, unit cost gives the price of each material. So as I have said, unit cost, the cost of 1 kilo of nails is what unit cost is what unit cost means. So the cost of each material, each unit of material. Amount is the cost of all materials. So total amount is the cost of all materials. So this is is what a bill of materials looks like. There, you have the quantity, the unit, the description of the materials, the unit price. It is not written because it is only one quantity. So you have the total here and the total amount of the materials to be purchased. So next, it is also important to know how to handle the materials, how to carefully handle the materials. So acquire and inspect materials and tools. So first, why do we need to acquire and inspect materials or tools? So it is very important that before you are going to borrow, before you're going to get the materials, you have to see to it that it has no damage, it is not broken, because if so, there will be no replacement for that. That is why you're given the materials, the prepared list of materials, so you're going to check if there is any damages, so there will be a replacement. So that's why it's very important for you to carefully check the materials or tools. So there are hints for you to know. Number one is check if the materials and tools are complete in terms of quantity and specification, like number of pieces, length, width, etc. So it is very important to check the materials, of course, and tools if it is complete in terms of quantity, how many. If it is lacking, you have to report it before you're going to acquire the materials or tools. Next is check the physical condition of tools against the specification, quantity, quality, to see to it that parts are complete, cutting edges, or tooth-free from damages. So as I've said, before you're going to acquire materials or tools, you have to carefully check it to avoid damages. And if so, if there is damages, you have to ask for replacement. So next is check the accessories of each material and tool, see to it that nothing is missing. So this comes with damages also, or this lacking, missing. If any of the materials or tools found missing or defective, report it immediately to the supply officer or teacher. So you have to report it for you to have a replacement, for them to be able to know that the tools is missing or lacking. Next is get a replacement for the materials and tools found defective. So I'm so sorry class, this is defective, this is not defective. So you're able to get a replacement if you check the materials before you acquire the materials, before you get the materials. Sign the requisition form as you receive the materials and tools. So of course, you have to sign the materials. You have to sign the requisition form because it is you to validate that you are the one who borrowed the materials, who acquired the materials. Then, store the received and materials and tools in a safe area or storeroom nearest to your place. So, it is very important to store the materials in a good condition, in a good temperature. For it to not be damaged or rust, especially hammer, especially the saw, crosscut saw, because this comes with metals and it is easy to rust. The next is always handle the materials and tools carefully. So of course you have to handle the materials and tools carefully because you are only borrowing it. You have to be carefully handle it. So So, to generalize our topic for today, it is all about the construction tools, materials, how to handle tools and materials, and also the prepared list to acquire tools and materials. So I guess I have discussed it thoroughly. So I hope everyone understand. And if there is any clarification or questions, you are free to ask. You are free to raise your hand. So is there any questions or clarifications, violent reactions? Okay, none so far. So for now, you're going to have a quiz. This will test you if you really understand our topic. So for this activity, you're going to use 1/2 crosswise. So this is only 1 to 5. So after you answer this, you have to pass your papers, and this will only I will only give you 5 minutes to answer this question. So 5 minutes is done. I hope everyone is done. So kindly pass your papers into the front. So now, I would like to have group works. So group yourselves to 5 and answer this essay. So everyone in the group should participate and for you to have a grade, a score. So answer it with your own understanding. So state the requisition procedure in order to acquire materials. You get this for you to have your own opinion, your own understanding. So I will give you only 10 minutes. So you have to answer this in a one whole sheet of paper. Name your group and your group members. So your time starts now. So 10 minutes is up. So pass your paper to the front and kindly go on front. People kindly collect the papers and put it in the table. So before we are going to bid goodbye, I would like to have a short video. So this is the real world in the construction. So this is the real world in the construction. So they use different techniques to set up the building. have here. So, a technique for easy and convenient way of constructing a building. So we also have here a more convenient way of drying the cement. So that would be all. And before, I would like you to write your assignment and write your assignment for tomorrow in a 1/2 sheet of paper. Your assignment would be list down different types of woods used in carpentry and identify its uses. So you're going to pass it tomorrow. So I guess everyone is hungry for its lunch break. So I hope everyone understand our discussion for today, and I hope everyone would use this for the future. So this is very important, especially to women. So you're able to construct something with the help of this discussion. So I guess everyone okay? So goodbye class and see you tomorrow.